Hello, welcome to a new playthrough series of SunnySide run by us here at Merge. I'm Ben, the new community manager working on SunnySide, along with a plethora of other stuff. I'm basically going to be here to be the link between you, the community, and the development team. So this series is going to be a monthly playthrough. It's going to run alongside the Rainy Games dev streams, and we're going to be showing off different features in the game, new stuff that's coming, and basically just documenting our own SunnySide farm journey from this starting point and seeing wherever we take it. So the aim of this is going to be getting a new guest on, so we're going to invite new people to come pick up the game save and see where they take SunnySide. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our first guest to the series, Callum.
Hello, thanks for having me, Ben. Super excited for this series. Any excuse to play SunnySide is a dream, and it's going to be really good to show the community what we're up to in SunnySide, kind of the changes we're going to make. We're going to be playing on dev build, so a lot of the things you'll see will change. They maybe will be different in the final game. There'll be a lot of stuff new and added as we kind of continue the series. So yeah, we're just really excited to be able to play SunnySide along with you guys, show you what we're working on, and for new people to show the world what SunnySide and this glorious game is all about. Super excited, so thanks for having me again.
Yeah, no, sounds good. It's yeah, we're just gonna keep it a little bit loosey goosey, just a bit of a playthrough, and yeah, see what happens. So here we are in the character creator, the first part of the game. Interesting looking character you got there.
Yes, so as I just mentioned, a lot of stuff's gonna change. Character creator is currently going through a massive facelift. You can hopefully show you what the new one looks like soon. It's really exciting. It's had a big overhaul. But for now, we're going to make our little character. I think for the first episode, hopefully I'll be back again on the show in a few episodes' time. But we'll start a farm and we'll kind of continue that on with the guests that you have on. And we'll see, by the time it comes to launch, kind of what mega merge farm we've built.
Farm. Yeah.
I didn't mean to, but I'm getting a real Italian plumber vibe. So I think it only makes sense to call him Italian plumber on the merge farm. I'm not creative enough to think of something cooler. But without further ado, let's jump into what currently is the start of the game. Again, it's going to be a little bit different by the time it's in your hands. But let's see what we've got for now.
Here you are, streaming SunnySide for the first time. A character that many people have seen quite a bit of. Fan favourite Gabe.
We do love Gabe.
We do love Gabe. We do.
Well, here we are. Can that be picture tent during the auction 2? That's right. You think you're getting a house already? We're not getting a house already.
Not that lucky.
I know. I wish. It is just a lot to take in. If I just moved to the middle of rural Japan and I didn't have a house, I'd be a little sweaty about it too. So I'm feeling your pain, Italian plumber.
I mean, there's worse places to set up a tent, to be honest.
Right? I've lived in a lot of different places, and if I rocked up somewhere that looked like this, I think I'd be pretty happy.
I'd take it, yeah.
Right? Even the tent's quite spacious. So, there's my shed. So, what's the first protocol here? People that haven't seen SunnySide before, we've just been dumped here. We've met our neighbor Gabe. We don't have a house. What's the first thing we should be doing here?
Well, the first thing you're going to need on your farm is a set of tools to get you started with, all your daily farming needs. Chopping down trees, weeding the grass. So you should have a shed down at the far side of the plot of land. I think that's the best point of call. See what you've got there.
Yeah. So I find myself just staring at the vistas far too much in this game. It's so pretty. It's pretty.
Stunning. Yeah, honestly, it's the most picturesque thing I've ever seen, and this is the stage of the game now. So
Yeah, and I mean, as the community manager, you have the joys of spending a lot of time in these different builds, and we have a few builds kind of on the dev and publisher side. We've got a lot of different builds for different purposes, and you get to spend a lot of time, and a lot of that is kind of SunnySide photography, right?
It is. I've yeah, running this Instagram account. A lot of it is sort of creating like a picturesque sort of account as if it's someone living in SunnySide. So a lot of my time is spent in the engine or with the drone capturing some little previews. And there's so many of them. It's honestly, I think anything in the game you can take a picture of and it looks stunning. So.
So for the alpha backers, or those that have been paying kind of keen attention to SunnySide already, you'll notice there's a lot of new stuff that I'm running through here. This, of all the changes the developers have shown us, I mean, I'm very excitable. So I love seeing all the new things. This is one of the most therapeutic changes we've had so far. So as time goes on, this grass will kind of grow and appear around the farm, and it's your job to, well, keep it as tidy as you want. I'm the kind of guy that will spend the first 25 minutes of my first playthrough. I'm not going to bore you all with it, but you can chop to your heart's content. And I think when you kind of get your farm up and running, some of your farm animals can kind of graze on it and kind of chew on it and have it for some food, which is nice, but I will definitely be clearing all of this in my spare time. But for now, let's get our tools.
My OCD would be off the charts if I left one tiny patch of grass untouched.
It's like the first port of call every time you start the game. I'll be like, how's the grass? Okay, so we're going to get some of our stuff in here. This brings up our little radio menu. So we can, at our own leisure, get to work. Yeah. I think that would be my first kind of, if I was kind of playing on my own, I would get rid of all the grass, I'd get rid of all the trees, I would make this a barren wasteland to build my potato dominion. Look at this. It's too good. It's too good. A big change we're really excited to show you, and Ben will be able to show you guys in one of the next upcoming episodes. There's been like a really big map kind of overhaul.
Oh yeah.
Water systems have changed. The trees. Sydney on the development team has been working tirelessly to kind of give it a big facelift. I'm very far away from kind of understanding the technical side of stuff. I handle all the marketing, but the systems they've used for the new kind of water simulation is stunning. I've always loved the way that SunnySide looks. I mean, how can you not? It looks unreal. But the new water systems and the way the water flows when the water falls. It's stunning, and I'm sure, in fact I'm pretty sure the devs are gonna give you a sneak peek of all that new stuff before this even goes live. This is me talking to future Callum and Ben. So by this point you're like, we know exactly what you're talking about. The trees look way cooler, there's way cooler water, but I'll let the devs do the big reveal on that one because they've been working super hard. And a lot of the changes to the map as well, there's a lot of new buildings popping up, there's a lot of new scenery changes, so as stunning as this looks, and has always looked, as this series goes on, there's going to be kind of a lot of new things popping up as the videos come out. So what should we be doing now? We've got our tools, I've got my little tent over there, into town I guess?
Yeah, well if you want to pull your phone out, have a look at that.
Ah yes, we have a phone.
Yes, you have a phone.
What's the phone for?
So the phone, in the game you'll be able to, take pictures, control your drone, order like groceries and things like that off of sort of the SunnySide apps and websites. It's a much more like, it's a modern way of farming, isn't it? It's you can sort of get direct delivery, like the whole like Amazon Prime thing. I think you can get next day delivery on stuff as well if you pay a bit more. But yeah, so your phone is going to be a big sort of a big asset in the game.
But right now it's looking pretty busted.
It is. It is looking a little bit, yeah.
As someone, I don't have a phone cover on my phone because I'm too like particular, and I never drop or break my phone. So this is living hell to me. This is not how I want to live my life. So how do I get my phone fixed? What can I do about this?
like you said, I think head into town is the best bet. If you want to go to Heroes, he is the tech expert in Sunnyside. So chat to him, and he should be able to sort something out for you, I think.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I am not living the broken phone life.
My phone, my phone has got like the most industrial looking case on it. It's got like the little like rib things to help it like stick to a surface or whatever. I'm too paranoid about that.
Yeah, I can't imagine having a busted phone. It's not what I want. So where do I find Hero? This is already starting to look a little more busy down here. So where am I gonna find Hero?
So the right hand side should be the grocery shop, I believe. But just up on the left, you'll see a little tall building just ahead of you. That should be
this one here.
Hero's tech shop.
I'm a sucker for tech, so let's see if he can help me out here.
So yeah, so at Heroes, it's a tech-based shop, but you'll be able to buy lots of things, sort of things for your farm, like solar panels. I think they'll have the sort of technology to work your like water irrigation, stuff like that. It's he's sort of the tech savvy guy, so everything you need to really modernize your farm should be acquired from there, really.
I see. So I see a couple of times it's popped up now that I've got a new contact. So what's that all about?
Contacts, yeah. So that's another part of the phone system. So Sunnyside is going to have a big social system in the game. So whenever you meet a new character, their contact will be added to your phone. So I think you've got Gabe's at the start, and you've now got Heroes. So as the game goes along, and I'm sure you guys will see on this stream, as we sort of progress, then you'll be able to build relationships with different characters, sort of chat to them using the social messaging on the phone, and see what relationships sort of flourish from that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So again, I feel like I'm going to say this a million times. We're having a huge overhaul for the journal.
Yes.
The new one again looks stunning. I think this already looks amazing, but we've got a new journal that I'll let the devs kind of reveal to you guys. That looks really, really cool. But for now, this is kind of where all your quests live. You've got your main quests, your side quests, your harmony quests. And right now, we've got to wait for Gabe's text. Also, can we just admire what a great job he's done of fixing the phone. And the little custom background. This by a mile is one of my favorite features, and I think this is what's really gonna make people fall in love with the game. There's just so many kind of tiny little details in this game that when you add them all together, just makes it like such a interesting. Just like it just constantly surprises me. Like if you want to take like a stunning photo and then make it your background. That's so cool. You're going to spend a lot of time in the camera, speaking to people, checking your journal, but being able to kind of customize how your phone looks is so cool. I seen you did a TikTok recently, Ben, of kind of like nice Vista photography for your phone, and it was so cool. It was so cool. Let's have a look and see if we can buy anything at Heroes for now.
Yeah, because I think that is the essence of the entire game, is that just everything can be, can be photographed. It's such a pretty looking game. And I think the whole, like you can change your own background, that adds to I think the essence of this game is that no two people's like save games are going to be the same.
Right.
Everything you can create with your farm, customizing it that way, but then even down to little things like this, like your background. No one's going to have the same background. I think that really adds to the whole sort of, it's going to feel very personalized for people. You can do what you want with this game. I think that's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, I think when the game launches, I think I'm gonna spend like the first in-game week just like farming contacts, taking photos, cleaning my farm, and just like settling in. And I think that's a really good bit, like being able to play at your own pace. Like there's so many different mechanics and systems at play in Sunnyside. You can kind of lean as heavy or as not to whatever kind of corner of the game that you want. If there's a certain part of the game that you love, you can kind of really spend a lot of your time doing that. If you really love house customization and decoration, you can spend all of your time gathering resources, working with the vendors to kind of get the materials to decorate and customize your house how you want. Or if you're not interested in that at all, you can spend a completely minimal amount of time in doing that and spend the rest of your time leveling up, fishing, farming. You know, I think being able to play this how you want is gonna really, I think it's gonna really surprise people again of the freedom to kind of play this at your own pace.
Yeah.
So we got a fixed phone. We got a fixed phone. There's some stuff in here that I don't understand. So there's a cookbook. There's SunnySide. There's a critter log. To-do list. There's a drone. Like, walk me through these. Let's start with the cookbook. Like, why would I have a cookbook? What's that all about?
So yeah, cooking in SunnySide is going to be a big thing. You're gonna along the way you'll get new recipes. I think you can buy some recipes, or you'll just learn recipes from different residents. And these will help you make some really interesting, dishes from either groceries that you've bought from the shop or your own homegrown farm supplies. So cooking is a really big aspect of this game, and it'll allow people to sort of save these recipes that they learn along the way to their cookbook and make some really interesting things. And obviously, I mean, you'll see on the side there that your food is important because you need stamina. And with stamina, you can then cut trees and do things like that. So filling up your food will in turn fill up your stamina. So different recipes and different meals will give you more stamina than others, etc. So the cookbook is going to be sort of a big feature for. I think many people are going to enjoy that, the cooking side of this game.
Yeah, cooking. Some of the community have already seen it. Again, we're doing a big overhaul on it. It was already incredible, but it's weird, but I enjoyed just spending my time cooking. Yeah, using different appliances, like cooking up different recipes, using different raw materials and ingredients to cook was a whole other thing that I spent way too much time just doing that instead. So I'm really excited for people to see what kind of cooking 2.0 looks like as well. I just came down here because I think it'd be cool to hang out with some animals. So this is Gabe's ranch. He's the kind of local rancher where you can buy food and animals for your farm. But he has a bunch of cute ones here. The best part, I think, is being able to name your animals.
Yes.
I'm sure we're gonna see some ridiculous and some fantastic names for people's animals. So we're just kind of waiting about. Oh, we have to reply to Gabe's text. Well, good job. I'm already at his house, huh? We still on for dinner? Hell yeah! I'm literally outside, hungry and waiting for you, buddy. I'd love to go to Japan.
Yeah, it's just I think it's one of those cultures that's just so different to what we know. It's it'd be an experience, bucket list kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we should do a dev and publisher launch party in Japan. That'd be the best.
Yes.
I probably shouldn't say that because it's not going to happen. We're a small indie publisher, but that'd be the dream, huh?
Let's just manifest it into existence. Let's do
it.
Yeah.
All you guys buy the game, then sure, maybe we'll come visit Japan. How about that? I'm gonna eat this food. Yes, he's a handyman as well.
He is.
Built his own grill. The dream. He's living the dream in SunnySide. Oh, I definitely would like the blueprint.
So the blueprints, you'll find a few of those throughout the game. You can use those to, build new things in your house. When you obviously get your house, just leveling up your farm and progressing along your journey, you'll be able to add new things. Which I think the whole point of this game is it's you sort of slowly progress to those points. It's not everything at once. You've got to really, like you said, it's settling in. It's going to take you a little bit of time to really get your first farm up and running, but I think that's where the reward's going to come from this.
Maybe not have time for it this episode, but for those that haven't seen the kind of building and blueprint system, it is if you're a fan of kind of building and designing your your house, your homestead, or whatever kind of game you're designing, the blueprint system in this is a dream come true. A lot of my job is talking to press and partners behind the scenes in showing them Sunnyside and kind of showing them what the game's all about, and sometimes letting them have a play of the game. And every single time when it comes to the blueprint system, it's the same answer. It solved a problem that is so annoying in a lot of video games, and the dev team at Rainy Games have done such a phenomenal job of making a system that feels really good, looks really good, and is it's just such an easy, simple tool to use. We won't have time to show it today, I don't think, because we're a busy new resident of Sunnyside. We got stuff to do, but when I'm sure Ben has a guest on in the future, and we muck around with some blueprint stuff, it's a joy to watch. All right, so we gotta go talk to Kazuki. Who is Kazuki? Where is Kazuki?
Kazuki is he's the resident sort of blacksmith, if that's right in saying. He's a bit of a forger. He's there to make you different tools. So you'll be able to find him and get some materials to be building some stuff.
Let's have a look down here and go see if we can find Kazuki. Also, you'll notice as the kind of time of day changes, our wonderful, spectacular soundtrack written by Jellyfox Music kind of dynamically changes with that as well. So there's themes for the day, there's themes for the night. I could spend a whole 8-hour video sitting in one position in this game with Ben talking about the music. It's a whole thing in itself.
So the amount of times we talk about this in the office, I think we spend most of our days just listening to the music whilst working.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's so good.
So what we're learning here is a cool lesson in that Mr. Blacksmith isn't here because it's 7 o'clock at night. Why would he be here? Okay, so we've learned a valuable lesson here. It's too late. No one's home. They're gone for the day, which is totally fair. I would be working at 7:30 at night. So I think maybe we go home and go for a sleep.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah. So that's something that you're going to find with a lot of the the characters in the game, is that everything works on sort of like a time basis. So the shops will open at different times, and characters will be found in different places at certain times in the day, depending on what they're doing. And I think as well, like some of the shops are shut on certain days of the week. So say you'll try to go to Gabe's one day, but it's shut. So it's he's allowed a day off as well.
Yeah,
so,
you have to. You got to plan your week, right? Who are you gonna hang out with on Tuesday? What shopping are you gonna do on the Wednesday? Are people gonna be open? Which is really cool. I think some of those games where kind of everything is on demand and you can do what you want when you want, like, it's a great amount of freedom. However, everything is like on tap all the time. If you want to go and get something, you just go and get it. And if you want to go and do something, you can just do it. Whereas you need to kind of think a little bit ahead. I wouldn't say you have to plan necessarily, although that could help. But you kind of need to be a little bit more strategic and think about, what's my goal right now? Am I kind of, renovating the farm? Or am I looking to build my first house? Well, cool. You're going to have to kind of seek the help of the residents of Sunnyside and the smithies and resource gather and do things on specific days and make sure the shops are open and things like that. Okay, so we're back home, and I think, look, we've had a pretty busy day. I've chopped some grass, I got my tools. I met Hero and he fixed our busted phone. Had a quick chat to Natalie. I've learned that the blacksmith doesn't work at 7 o'clock at night, which is totally fair. We've done a hefty amount of jogging after dinner, so I think we should go to sleep.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Now, as the game is cleverly going to tell us, sleeping is going to advance your day. So it's going to advance the kind of in-world clock. The game runs on a seasonal cycle, so we have all of the seasons, and the world kind of will reflect that as well. It's going to get colder. It's going to get hotter in summer, as well as the dynamic weather systems. I think one of the first things we've seen when we're looking to sign Sunnyside is the kind of the thunderstorms that happen, and they're just like, they're unreal, they're stunning. But enough of me. There's Catherine. Who's Catherine? Hello. I don't know if I'd call a 10 a place, but I know.
Yeah, it's
like, do you move into a 10? I guess you do. I guess you do. Yes, we're farming new phone numbers. This is what I like to see. Nice to meet you, Cat.
I know that this is this has got a lot of farming in the game, but I don't think farming phone numbers was the intention.
Yeah, we've duped you guys. This is a phone farming game. You're farming phone numbers.
Yeah.
I don't think SunnySide's boring. I think it's cool. I like a bit of tranquility. I'd like to think in my later years when I've ticked off a lot of the things that I want to do in my life, I wouldn't mind moving out to somewhere like SunnySide, get a little bit of tranquility, live at my own pace, contribute to a tight-knit community, steal everyone's phone number. I think that sounds like the life for me in my later years. I think maybe SunnySide has unlocked this knowledge in me. Maybe I didn't know that's what I wanted in my life.
Yeah, you're destined to become a farmer. That's
yeah,
it.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna get a neighbor as cool as Gabe though. That's
No.
the ultimate neighbor. I feel like I would just feel permanently safe. Nothing could go wrong that Gabe couldn't help me with, right? Okay, so it's 6 a.m. I think it's gonna be a little bit too early for Mr. Blacksmith. So let's do some housekeeping. So how does this work? So there's stuff everywhere. There's grass. There's trees. I'm picking up resources. Like, what's the point in all this?
So yeah, I mean the trees is an obvious one. So cutting down the trees, you're gonna be getting wood, and getting as much wood as you can is gonna be really important because that's how you can build different parts of your land. So such as like fences, a good starting point really is blocking out your land and protecting your soon-to-be crops and things like that. So wood is important in most of the sort of the blueprints for the stuff you need on your farm. It's buildings, etc. So
resource gathering too. What is this?
Oh, there you go as well. So when you do different things in the game, so obviously here resource gathering, you'll get XP for doing such events, so like chopping down trees, and that's how you can level up different sort of aspects, your skills in SunnySide. So there's farming is another one. As you go and farm different items, then you'll get more XP for those. So you'll see that through these streams that we'll slowly be gaining, levels in these different areas of a sort of skill set.
Okay. And what's the benefit of these kind of leveling up? What can you do with all this kind of new XP?
Yeah, so one thing that we do have in SunnySide is a skill tree. So you'll be able to use your skill points as you upgrade to unlock new features. So whether that's, so say with resource gathering, you'll be able to chop down trees more effectively, or with farming, you get a bigger crop yield or things like that. So
okay.
Yeah, so they're really, you get higher rewards for obviously the higher you level up, but it's really good actually because it's an in-game play. So instead of you just bringing up your classic menu and accessing your skill tree, there's actually a shrine that you can visit in SunnySide, and that's where you can access the mystical skill tree.
What say we check out the shrine, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, let's go for it.
All right, so we want to go down this road. We want to take the second left on the path, and then we should find it on the right. All right, hell yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in the next stream or two, you'll see some lovely new buildings here as well.
Yes.
Maybe one stream you can do some lovely pier fishing off the end there.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, let me see this skill tree.
And like running down all these different streets is just like, especially in like the autumn months, is just so aesthetic. It's great.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like running about feels quite laborious in a lot of games, but like the scenery is too tranquil. The kind of slowed down kind of soundtrack that kind of accompanies it is just, it's too relaxing to not enjoy. So this be the skill tree area?
Yes, so the shrine. So if you just walk up the steps, and you should come to the sort of the entrance to the top, and that's where you can access the skill tree.
Quick little photo of my first skill tree visit. Oh, it's an actual tree.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
it's the mystical
pretending
tree.
like I don't know. I know it's a skill tree. I remember the first time the dev showed me this, and I was like blown away. Actually, if I remember correctly, for anyone that was there, they showed this on their developer live stream. They do once a month, and I hadn't seen this before. And they were showing the skill tree, and I lost my mind. I thought it was so cool, and that
It's
each
clever,
of the
yeah.
skills are like a branch off of the tree. So let's read some of these. So as we level up our individual skills, of which there will be a few more, you then have points to put into that skill. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. 50% chance. Taking less stamina. I see how this works.
Mm. So yeah, so the higher you level up, the more points you'll get, which you can then put into these different areas, and you can choose, you know, which skills you want to level up the most. I think there's like at the moment anyway, we've got like 4 different branches, but
yeah. And you can kind of specialize. Whereas this is like a wood one, where this is like trees will break easier,
yeah,
and then the cut section will break automatically, so you don't need to spend stamina kind of swinging on the final bit.
Yeah.
Trees will drop more items. It's easier to break down like stamina, and then that's just like merc trees, I guess, in one hit
Yeah.
tree master. This is really, really cool, and a farming one as well. What we got in here? So double the harvest of a tree. Oh, I think I'm gonna go tree build. There's a lot of cool tree things. See the state of your trees. Digging in pot takes half the time. Yeah, so you can. It seems like you can kind of dump points in and kind of tailor. I don't want to call it a build, but you can like specialize in areas that you're maybe a little bit more interested in. Very, very cool.
Which again just goes into that whole sort of customization of this game. You can just play it how you want to play it. Yeah.
All right, we should go and find this Kazuki character, shall we?
Yes.
And see if we can go about building ourselves one of Gabe's magnificent grills. Oh man, I just want to like. I know I want to go over there and get the fishing rod and just fish, but I'm trying to stay focused. We got things to do. We're this way, yes. And I'm really excited for the future shows that I'll just get to watch, because I think this will be really great. But as you see the map changes, you know, the devs have shown us a few of the changes so far, and they're just I don't want to say the word breathtaking. I feel like Keanu Reeves has the rights to that word now, but they are truly stunning. All right, we got a little bit more activity here. Are you Kazuki? Yes. Are you the blacksmith? We've been looking for you. Yes. More phone numbers.
You're going to be building your social calendar up. It's going to be great. You're going to be having all these contacts, meeting different people. Yeah.
I'm going to be the talk of the town. Do you want me to be an apprentice? Kazuki doesn't like the big cities. You haven't taken up too much of my time at all, sir. But I definitely would like a barbecue or a grill. All right, my time is precious. I need to. All right, okay. So our quest log is updated. We got to obtain some stuff.
Yes.
This seems like some sort of crafty mechanic. Do you want to fill me in on what's going on here?
Yes. So the blacksmith shop. So you should be able to buy different items and use those to sort of get along with crafting your different materials and things that you need on your farm. Yeah. So again, it's all about resource gathering, and you'll be able to use sort of this crafting hub. I think it's like you've got a workbench that you'll be able to use to do these things. Sort of craft different items for your house, your farm.
Oh, you have to put in.
Yes. Yeah.
To make iron nuggets. Is that how that works?
I think so.
Oh yeah, the glass will make the sand. Or is it the other way around? It needs 10 sand buckets to make glass, and then that needs 12 sand buckets. Okay, so we've got to get some stuff. Ooh, but you could give me a bucket. I want a bucket, because it gives me an excuse to go hang out at the beach. All right. Oh yeah, me and my bucket are gonna have a great time. And then I think, like, I know some people don't like it, but it brings me joy when I can open my journal and have like a bunch of different quests that I can
Yes.
choose that I want to do. So like
Yes.
even the fact that this quest has turned into like oh, you gotta go and get some stuff. I'm like, yes, I want all of those quests. I want quests that I can choose where to go, who I'm gonna talk to, what stuff I need to get.
It's just better to stay busy. I
Right.
like staying busy in games. Yeah.
Right? I like to keep busy in life, and I like to reflect that in game. This looks like a stunning shot. Oh yeah. Let's see how that looks as the
Yes.
see how that looks as the background.
I think the beach at sunset as well, standing on the little pier, is
Right.
that is, yeah.
Ah,
That's
look at that.
where it's at. Oh,
Look at that.
perfect.
All right, let's get me some glass. Let's get me some stuff. Some sand. That's right. Yeah. I could spend a whole in-game day doing this.
Well, I think that's a good place to stop the stream for today. I think that's given everyone a good glimpse at your first couple of days in Sunnyside, what you can be getting up to, and yeah, just a bit of how the stream's going to go, and we'll see where we pick it up in the future with our next guest. So yeah, so we'll have a new guest on in our next episode, and sort of in the Discord we'll ask people to sort of pitch some questions they may want to ask the next guest, and just things about the game, and we'll try to sort of cover that at the end of the in or at the end of the next stream. Pick and choose a few of these questions from Discord, and and try and get you, the community, involved in it a little bit more. But yeah, no, that's Sunnyside. So I hope everyone's enjoyed watching that.
Sunnyside's going to also be featured in RazorCon Live 2022, a massive digital showcase run by Razer. We're going to be debuting a brand new trailer. We've been working really hard on this one, and there's going to be a lot of new things never before seen in that trailer. And a lot of things that might surprise people as well. So on October 15th, check out RazorCon Live. There's also going to be an exclusive interview with Rainy Games and the developers on the team. So make sure to check that out on October 15th.
Thank you for watching this stream. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you on the next installment of our Sunnyside playthrough. To see where the farm goes. So thank you.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Cool. Stop
Right.
recording. Oh my god, we did it!
Oh my god.
We did it!